Goodbye, flashcards. Hello, studying with mind maps. It's time to learn in a way that your brain will adore. Studying with mind maps will give you a boost on every level in your academic journey. In this video, I will reveal why mind maps are a real game changer and provide you with 3 techniques to get started. And now, without further ado, welcome to Shribe. Imagine if your brain could speak and sketch its thoughts on paper. The result? A mind map. Mind maps are visual diagrams that organize ideas, words, tasks, or other concepts around a central theme. They use colors, symbols, and connections to mimic the way our brain processes information. This method was popularized in the 1970s by psychologist Tony Buzan. But why is studying with mind maps so effective? First, they mirror the brain's way of working. Rather than the dry memorization of linear lists or long blocks of text, our brain prefers to structure information in a networked way, relating different pieces of data. Mind maps do just that. They start with a central theme and branch out into related areas, similar to how our brain networks information. This method mirrors the natural way we think and learn, thus facilitating the understanding and retention of information. Second, visual stimuli enhance memory. Visual cues play a crucial role in learning. Images, symbols, and colors are recognized and remembered by our brain faster and more easily than text. Mind maps leverage this so-called picture superiority effect by presenting complex information in a visually appealing and easily understandable form. When studying with mind maps, integrate not only words and bullet points, but also small sketches or symbols into your mind maps. This strategy helps not just to process the material better, but also to retain it long term. And third, active learning instead of passive reception works. Mind maps transform learning into an active experience. Instead of just absorbing information, they encourage you to actively think through the material, organize it, and convert it into a mind map. While designing your mind map, you'll discover how different concepts are interconnected. This process strengthens your critical thinking and your ability to organize complex information and place it into a broader context. By visualizing connections between different topics in your mind map, you deepen your understanding and make it tangible. To understand why active learning is far superior to passive learning, you can also check out my tutorial on active recall. Fourth, targeted summarization of complex topics is possible with mind maps. They allow you to condense complex subjects and extensive content to the essentials and structure them clearly. Instead of flipping through endless pages of notes, mind maps enable you to quickly dive into the main ideas and key concepts. I have always preferred using mind maps when I needed an overview of a subject area or was preparing a presentation. This way, I always maintained a focus on the bigger picture and structure. And fifth, mind maps improve your time management. Thanks to their visual layout, you can easily set priorities, organize your learning objectives, and keep track of your progress. Mind maps serve as visual learning plans or study plans. At a glance, you can see which areas have been covered and where the gaps are. Now, there are many techniques to elevate your learning with mind maps to the next level. As I mentioned, British psychologist Tony Buzan popularized the mind map in the 1970s. Let's take a look at his method. The Buzan technique is based on 5 central principles that together form the foundation of every effective mind map. Start with a central topic. Each mind map begins with a single concept placed in the center of your page. This could be the title of your subject, the theme of a project, or simply an idea you want to explore. Branches for main ideas. From this central topic, you draw branches to the main points or key ideas associated with it. These branches should be large enough to later add sub-ideas and sub-branches. These sub-branches then come in handy to provide it with more details. Each main branch can have further branches that contain details, examples, evidence, or other relevant information. The deeper you go, the more specific the information becomes. Use keywords and images. A single word or image can often represent a complex idea or concept. Busan recommends using keywords and images wherever possible to make your thoughts more efficient and enhance your memory. And finally, connections and links. Now draw lines and arrows to show connections between different parts of your mind map. This helps you see how ideas are interconnected and fosters a deeper understanding of the topic. The original method developed by Busan has since been expanded and adapted for various purposes. For instance, there is the RICO cluster by Dr. Gabriele Rico. Here you link your ideas as a network rather than starting from a central key concept. This is intended to support the normal communication between the right and left hemispheres of the brain. Also, the very famous Vera Birkenbiel from the German-speaking region worked with her very special Kava method. A Kava is created when you find associations for the initial letters of your starting word. To better understand, let's create a quick Kava on the topic of marketing. M could stand for market research, A for audience analysis, R rebranding, K key performance indicators, engagement in social media, testimonials from customers, influencer marketing, neuromarketing, or guerrilla marketing. This method is particularly helpful for brainstorming. Are you still looking for a topic for your next term paper? Using the Kava method, you can generate additional ideas. I believe that there is not one correct method to do mind maps. You need to find out for yourself what works best for you. After all, each mind map reflects your thought processes. The more you stick to a step-by-step guide, the more it may constrain your own thoughts. I recommend just getting started and experimenting. Remember, your mind map is not fixed. Rather, it accompanies you during your study process and allows you to be flexible. As you absorb new information or come up with new ideas, whether through reading, listening, or discussing with other people, you can gradually expand your mind map. It's important that your mind map or mind maps remain dynamic and evolve with your understanding and thoughts. However, you should ensure that they don't become too cluttered and that you maintain focus. Whenever I wanted to learn a topic, I always like to start with a mind map to keep an overview and then create additional mind maps related to relevant concepts or topics. In the end, I didn't have just one mind map, but perhaps 8 different ones. These represent my natural thought processes much better than flashcards or linear notes. For exam preparation, you could use questions as the central point of your mind map. For example, how can companies use the metric of customer lifetime value to build long-term customer relationships and increase revenue? Around this central question, a mind map can be built. This approach ensures that you're not just memorizing an answer via text, but gradually expand your thoughts, discovering new connections, and developing a deeper understanding of the topic. Now, before we get to the best tools you can use to create your mind maps, please consider to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this type of content. Okay, but should you now use digital tools to create your mind maps or stay old school and work with paper and pen? Let's look at the digital tools first. With tools like MindNote, XMind, Coggle, and even ChatGPT, you can incorporate multimedia content into your mind maps. Whether it's images, links, videos, or documents, all these can help make your mind map vibrant and informative. This is especially useful if you are a visual learner or want to use your mind map as the basis for a presentation. Many digital mind map tools offer features for real-time collaboration. This means you and any team members can work on the same mind map simultaneously, no matter where you are. This is a game changer for group projects and joint learning sessions. Plus, your mind maps are less likely to get lost in a pile of papers since everything is stored digitally. And yet, sometimes less is more. There's something satisfying about bringing your ideas to life directly with pen on paper and visualizing your thoughts. This method fosters creativity and can help you process information better. No distractions from notifications or their batteries. Just you and your thoughts on paper. Additionally, with this old-school approach, you have complete freedom in design. You're not confined to the structures of designs or software, and you can make your mind maps as simple or complex as you like. It's all about what works for you. You might even find that a mix of both, digital for university projects and paper for your personal brainstorming sessions, is the best solution for you. Experiment a bit and find your own way to make the most out of studying with mind maps. The goal is to feel organized and enjoy learning. So grab your pen or tablet and give it a try.